Well, it's 8 p.m. on September 13th. We still don't have power, but we have gas. My husband's making some tea, and then we were also able, he was able to make us some food. We had a really nice meal. It makes a really good difference when you have water, which we have, and gas. We do not have power, and we do not have phone, even though we had phone earlier. But we're able to cook and clean. So I've been washing some dishes. Try to use some disposable stuff, but sometimes things are really hot and you want to use regular stuff. So even though we have our old-fashioned phone here, we're not getting any service. My cell phone doesn't work. People have been texting me. I've been receiving them, but I'm not able to send texts back. So I hope no one is worried. I tried to call my parents on this phone, but it was busy a couple of times. So I suspect that it wasn't really busy. I think there's probably a problem with the phone service. My husband's cell phone worked earlier. I'm going to try it later. We have some candles set up over there. So we're just waiting for the power to come back on. Who knows how long it'll take, but millions are out of power right now, they say. But some people are getting it back across town, so little by little. And they're importing lots of workers from out of town to help bring the power back up. They said on the radio a lot of the power lines are designed to just shut off automatically at certain wind speeds. And in those cases, all they have to do is reset the lines, and they'll work fine. Because when power lines fall down, you don't want them to be live, so that makes sense. Oh, and I had to recharge the camera with an inverter plugged into our car. We drove around a little bit, and there was some high water. Didn't want to drive around too much. Use up too much gas or get a flat tire or get stuck in water. We drove around a little bit, and I got some power for this camera. And I'm going to conserve it now and check in later. We're doing some cleanup today. I raked all that stuff from all over our yard, and my husband is blowing off the finer particles. Then when we're done with that, we can do this after we get electricity and we have a chainsaw.
Part of Harris County that's, in between Houston and in between Tomball, and it's unincorporated, obviously.
Saying that it's not going to affect that your
The line for gas starts here, goes all the way over here, and all the way over here, and all the way over there. This is the grocery store. Almost completely out of vegetables. They don't have perishables and they don't have ice, and they've taken out all their fresh stuff. Earlier on it was dark. We forgot to bring the camera that time, and I wish I could have shown you. It's so creepy. It's just like in the movies, those disaster movies. There you go, that's where the lettuce would normally be, right there. Yep. There you go. This is the meat area of the store. That's where the fish would be. That's the meat section back there. You see it's all empty. That's the deli aisle, all empty.
This is chips and snacks.
You see some ice cream there on the floor.
Crackers, snacks. Toilet paper, stuff like that.
You can see all these trees here near the mall have bent towards the wind. Oh, look at, and there's a little lake here too. And if you look at here, you can see this light pole near the mall has just been bent over. It's like that one in our neighborhood. Whew. But around here they seem to have some electricity, so maybe that's live. Who knows? In this person's house, fence damage and some roof damage. They had to patch that up.
But they're barbecuing.
But they're having a barbecue now. It smells good. It's Sunday night. We're still out of power. We're just hanging out in the dark with some flashlights, listening to the radio. It's almost 10 p.m. My work, I called into the hotline at my work, and I'm going to work tomorrow. My husband is not going to work till Wednesday. When I go to work tomorrow, I'll be able to charge my cell phone and get on the internet. We had some food that we bought at the store. We've got some spaghetti and the smallest package of sauce that we could find so that we can just make enough for tonight and not have leftovers, because we do not have a cold place to store leftovers. We had some spaghetti and marinara sauce, and we got some fruit, and we had some Brussels sprouts on the side. Didn't get any ice today, so perishables are kind of out. Still haven't cut up that tree that's in our yard, that tree that fell in our driveway, because we need electricity for the chainsaw, and we don't have electricity, obviously. I'm expecting it to come back in the next day or 3. The radio is reporting that it's slowly getting customers back, and there are people around here that do have power in different neighborhoods other than ours. We drove around a little bit. The mall is closed. We have some yeah, there was an ice cream store open, actually. That's kind of cool. But I saw a handful of people barbecuing. That smelled really good. There was one guy who had a big hole in his roof, taped it over, and he's having a barbecue. Good for him. That guy deserves a good barbecue. I've been enjoying just laying around sleeping and reading and eating and doing nothing, but vacation's over. Back to work.
But the best precaution you can use once the power comes back on,
after
if you
5
turn on the light switch
p.m.
and the light
on Monday, we're seeing power in some areas and not others, and our house still doesn't have any power.
Thank you, Mayor.
Around this time, it's Monday, 5 p.m. My work has power, but they have generators. Some restaurants are opening, and we're going to the mall just to check it out. And there's another gas line. Everyone's in line for gas. Maybe we shouldn't be driving. I don't know. We're not going too far. We're at the mall. The mall is open. Yay! So not everything's open, but more or less things are open. Diamond Place is closed.
Oh, we have people inside.
Yeah. Other places are open. So you got people here charging their phones. Hey, we're at the food court. Normally I would never eat here, but it looks so good.